you could rightly say that they live in the middle of the rocks. I'm talking about the people of Idore. Idore is a community in Idore local government area of Ondo State, Nigeria. This town is special because it lies at the foot of the historic Idore Hills. So, when you get up the hill and take a look at Idore town, you would conclude that they live in the middle of the rocks because they are indeed surrounded by rocks. The hills are made of rocks, and those hills surround Idore town. I took a trip to Idore town to visit the hills. While riding in a taxi, as we approached the city, you would think that you are driving through the middle of a rock into a town. I sat in the back of a local taxi while driving to the town, so I had to steal my phone out of the window to have a clear view of the road as we drove into Idore town. When you look ahead and see the landscape, you will see rocks on both sides of the road, and then you see your vehicle driving through those rocks into Idore town. What an exciting trip! What an exciting experience! And then, when I got to the city, I headed straight to the resort center, Idore Hills Resort Center, which is the entrance to the hill.
Idore Hill Resort. This place is the Idore Hill Resort. Look at that. Idore Hill Resort. See that? Idore Hill. Idore Hill Resort Center. That's it. That's what they call this place, Idore Hill Resort Center. So that's where you get to, and then the tour guide will take you through. That's it.
And then I climbed up the hill and took a look, and what I saw was amazing. A town surrounded by rocks. Or you could say a town surrounded by hills, but these hills are made of rocks. This is the modern Idore town.
3,000 feet above sea level. You can see that's actually the new Idore. You know, up the hill is the ancient town, and down there, what you can see now is the new Idore.
Of course, at the top of the hill, you will see what looks like a tiny road that leads out of the city, and that's a clear sign that one road leads through the rocks out of the city.
The whole community surrounded with rocks. Surrounded with rocks. You can see. What we are seeing here is the same thing on top of this hill. The whole settlement on top of the hill is also surrounded with hills. You can see how secure they are.
Up the hill too, people lived there for 800 years before settling at the foot of the hill. And even up the hill, they are surrounded by rocks. Everywhere on the ancient city on top of the hill, you will see rocks everywhere.
The topmost of all the hills is the one inside that cloud. That is Orosun Hill.
Orosun Hill.
That is actually sacred. They worship that every year. You know, Orosun happens to be the major festival they celebrate here in Idonre, which is done once in a year. By then, they will be here for 14 days,
On the hill?
7 days, 21 days respectively. Not on the hill in particular, but on top of this hill.
Okay, they'll be here.
Not where we are now. We have not gotten to the settlement. By the time we get to the settlement, you see where they will stay. 21 days. Yes.
So, Idore is indeed surrounded by rocks. During the ancient time, when they lived on top of the hill for 800 years, they were surrounded by rocks. Now that they dwell at the foot of the hill, they are still surrounded by rocks.
There are several dilapidated buildings here, but the one standing, you know, those that are still watching, can see it clearer here.
That's the hill.
You know now,
The secret hill.
the unreadable letter of the floor.
Yes.
Look at it over there. Can you see it? Over the top of this place. This is his own side. Okay, you can see wonderful rock.